Superstardom's got its own lifestyle. Fame, wealth, and the praise of millions must be fantastic companions in life. That sure sounds great. Yellowstone star Kevin Costner also lists among the rich and famous who are working and living it up in these times. In this video, we're going to be talking about Costner's net worth, how he came to amass his incredible fortune, and where he likes to spend it. Let's get to it. Starting with Costner's totally loaded. Over 40 years, Kevin Costner has managed to make quite a fortune. It's estimated that his net worth's a whopping $250 million. Now, if you've been following Hollywood blockbusters over the years, you'd be pretty familiar with this actor's presence in the film industry. But it isn't just acting. Costner's career has touched multiple roles in the world of movies. He's got credits as a director, screenwriter, and producer too under his belt. Costner was born in Linwood, California. He's the youngest of 3 boys, and his parents had ordinary jobs: welfare worker and electrician. After earning his BA from California State University in marketing and finance, Kevin entered the world of acting and totally conquered it. So how'd he get here? Well, all it took was an encounter with a famous director, and the rest is history. Costner reportedly met Richard Burton on a plane once and was encouraged by him to pursue his love for acting. So, taking the excellent advice, he began taking acting classes and started his record-making career with minor roles in the 1970s. However, his talent totally shined through, and it's got $250 million written all over it. Let's find out all about how he earned this hefty sum. First up, of course, acting. Duh! The Hollywood icon's career started in the early 80s, as many great things did. He starred in his first film in 1981, which was called Sizzle Beach, USA, but things really gathered momentum when he hit the big screen in the movie The Untouchables in 1987. This role turned out to be a significant breakthrough, and it put Costner on the map as a lead actor in the world of film. However, this didn't go on to define or limit him in any way. Following his rise in The Untouchables, he went on to work on multiple projects, and he's a true genre chameleon, which played to his strength. Costner's work in Bull Durham and Field of Dreams further went on to establish his career, and once it took off, it had the speed of a rocket. His work in movies such as The Bodyguard, JFK, and Robin Hood, the Prince of Thieves is proof of that. He's got multiple accolades testifying to his superb acting abilities, and it's made him a lot of money along the way too. Although his TV presence is comparatively less, it includes an Amazing Stories episode, a special show called the Earth Day Special, and the miniseries Hatfields and McCoys, and of course, Yellowstone. His performance in the generational drama of the Duttons is going pretty strong, with Season 5 currently rolling out on Paramount. The actor's still very much active and totally in his element. Next up, Kevin's into making movies and TV shows too. The guy's tremendously good on camera and behind it too. Even though he's been a star, he's also got the vision to make great movies and shows. After considerable success as an actor, he went into filmmaking with TIG Productions. The first film he worked on under this banner was Dances with Wolves. He both starred in and directed it. The project was so successful that it got him a long list of awards and made him one of the most well-paid directors in the world. Following this, he also produced The Postman and Open Range. He also worked to executively produce Let Him Go, which is a 2020 neo-Western drama. The filmmaker's abilities as a producer and director have earned him 2 Academy Awards. Yeah, money's awesome, but having an Academy Award or 2 to your name certainly puts you down in the history of Hollywood. Costner's clearly been super busy, and it's totally paid off. And of course, he's an executive producer on Yellowstone. According to Business Insider, Costner was paid an amount of $1.3 million per episode for the latest season of the show. This all adds up to a notable salary. Further up, the Academy Award winner earns through property too. Costner's got a pretty sweet vacation destination that he owns in Aspen, which is popular among tourists. His estate is composed of 3 total properties. He lives in the main one, but rents out the other 2 to people who want a vacation out there. The price to stay in one of them is a staggering $30,000 a night. Whoa! But it's a compound that has fish-filled lakes, an ice skating rink, and a baseball diamond. Moving on, the actor earns through his amazing musical skills as well. Costner's got a passion for music, and this interest led him to form his very own band in 2007. It's a country rock band and goes by the name of Modern West. The group was pretty quick in releasing their music, with the first album coming out as early as 2008. The debut was called Untold Truths. They've enjoyed considerable success and have also gone on world tours with performances in Rome and Istanbul. They've also managed to enter the Billboard country music charts because of their large-scale commercial success. 2 years after their start, they released their second album titled Turn It On. They also went on a European tour following the album's release. The band has got 4 total studio albums to their credit. On this front, Costner also announced in 2020 that he's made an album titled Tales from Yellowstone. He said that it's a concept that outlines his feelings on the Yellowstone project, and it's got his thoughts about the characters in the show, which is why the show's fans might find it enjoyable. Further explaining the project's genesis, the singer told us that he'd talk about the characters and go through the show's scripts. This all ended up inspiring the album. Yellowstone's genuinely brought out the best of this incredible icon, acting, directing, and singing. He's doing it all. Guess he was right when he said that Yellowstone really began to pop for him. Up next, Costner's got earnings through his business ventures too. The star's various business projects have earned him millions. He was the owner of a South Dakota casino in Deadwood, which was valued at a staggering $6.2 million. He's also stepped into the digital world, and Here is an app that was released in 2022, which combined the actor's love for leisure and travel. The app's designed to introduce America's history through essential landmarks. The actor also launched his own watch line through a partnership. It was called Jacques Lemon's Kevin Costner Collection and came out in 2014. The country singer has also opened up to Tonka, the story of the bison, which is an attraction that teaches America's history of Western expansion. Now that we know how Costner's got that cash flowing in, let's get to how he likes to spend it. What's more, the Hollywood star's purchased real estate. Costner's got the Aspen estate, which earns him money too. The actor bought the expensive property in 3 installments, which were paid in the 1980s, 1990s, and 2017, with the total damage being around $7.3 million. Other than this, the actor's got a property in California in the town of Carpinteria. The land was bought in 2006 for $28.5 million, and he's also got an additional 10-acre compound located in the same town. Now for family vacations, which is another way Costner spends his money. The actor's a huge fan of the great outdoors. He's often seen among tremendous landscapes, whether it's his ranch or the Western television show. Costner loves to go on road trips, and he's been doing them since he was 18. Now he goes with his family, and they go around exploring plenty of interesting spaces, from the rocky terrains in California to the beautiful mountains of Colorado. The actor shared that he's taken his kids to visit all the landmarks in California. Next up, it's the car collection. To support his love of road trips, Costner's got the vehicles that'll get the job done. According to Motor Biscuit, the actor wants to build his own Toyota and actually contacted the automaker to have his Tundra upgraded to include his specifications. The truck received 35-inch tire installations and a BDS lift with a large suspension. Costner also owns a 1968 Shelby Mustang GT350 that was also used in the filming of Bull Durham. Further up, Costner also spends considerably as a philanthropist. The star truly cares about the oceans, and he thinks that they must be protected. He's worked alongside a team of engineers to design a device that'll separate oil from the water in the sea. As the Gulf of Mexico saw multiple oil spillage crises, the device aided and separated 200 gallons of oil a minute, as shared by Cheat Sheet. Costner also worked with Little the Star Foundation to provide support to the nonprofit, which does long-term care for children who are battling cancer. That's all for today from our side. Do you know any other actor whose talents are as diverse as Costner's? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye for now, and see you in the next one.
Well, yeah. It's just a life process of finding out what you want to do and what you're good at.
Describe one, describe their differences, and I tell you, I can describe them all based on one event. I had like 3-year-old girl, 4-year-old boy.
Well, it starts with your family. It starts with you. It starts with your family. And I remember many years ago, a friend of mine who was pregnant was asking the Dalai Lama about how can I teach my kids